Hey guys, my name is Boris.
My name is Nikita.
And my name is Erik.
And we are here to show you the first YouTube video we ever made in our life.
On a channel called ThatSocialThough.
So, in this video, we will be discussing our free daily drivers,
which we have been using for over 2 months.
And we fully personalized them. Nikita, what is your daily driver at the moment?
It's OnePlus from the company called OnePlus.
Yeah.
Okay, so the phone is pretty amazing, as we know, for the price. And what do you like it most about it?
One of the things I'm really surprised about, it's the rarest on the market, even though it's pretty cheap, but nobody knows about it.
Okay, and what processor does it have?
It has Snapdragon 801.
Yeah, and what software does it run?
It runs Cyanogen Mode 11S over Android 4.4.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you like the software?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's the first time me using Cyanogen Mode, so I'm kind of amazed.
Right now, one question which I have about it is that it doesn't have the most spec screen. It has 1080p, right?
Yeah, it has only 1080p.
Do you notice it? For example, when you compare it to other phones, do you notice that your phone is a little bit less?
Maybe at some point, but usually I don't really care, because the 1080p for me it's already good enough. It's already HD quality, so.
And when it comes to the camera, does it have good?
Yeah, it has 13 megapixel and it has the best front-facing camera. It has 5 megapixel.
Oh, that's an HTC one, that one.
It has the.
It has 8.
Although I'm pretty sure the Oppo Find has a better one.
Yeah, no,
because it has the flip.
Yeah, that's not Oppo Find.
Yeah, but
it's Oppo.
The Oppo phone. There's Oppo phone which has a better one.
Flip.
Yeah, but it was like a couple of years ago, man.
No.
This year.
Yeah, this year. It's a new one.
But out of all our phones, mine has the best front-facing camera.
Oh, it's called Oppo N1, by the way.
N1.
N1, that's.
Okay, is there anything else we wanna say about this phone?
Design. Personally, when I look at it, it looks really simplistic and good. Just from the quality side, because I know that the black one, the sandstone, I think.
Sandstone color.
The sandstone gets really dirty really fast, as far as I have seen. Does the same thing happen to your one, which is white by nature?
I don't have white anymore because it was too sensitive. It gets scratched pretty fast. So I changed it to Stalso bamboo cover, which doesn't look as good, but it doesn't get scratched very fast. So it's very comfortable to use.
Tell me, ask you one thing, which if you could call Oppo right now and tell them to improve it, what would it be?
I think the crashing of Cyanogen Mode.
Because
sometimes, yeah, because sometimes this is like the debuting of Cyanogen Mode on the phone when the company works together, and sometimes the phone just crashes, like random apps, random things just crash. It's not often, but it kind of annoys you. Enjoy it. So now we're going on the phone that is owned by Boris. It's LG G3.
Yeah.
Which is the best phone of the year.
2014.
2014.
Yes.
Because the reason is because Note 4 didn't have enough time on the market.
And mine was too early, so the specs, of course, are losing to.
You guys have to show us.
No, just one thing to clear out. I have the newest phone. You have the oldest phone from all of us.
No, I have the oldest phone.
He has the oldest.
Yeah, it's from April. The phone came out in April. I got it on.
Honestly, I think it's June or July. It's one of those two. So.
My one is November.
So I'm just gonna say that it has the 801 Snapdragon, just like the OnePlus.
What kind of processor do you have?
I just said that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Welcome to ThatSocialThough.
Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of these mistakes.
social though.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Doesn't matter. We'll move on. That's this mistake was made by my stupidity. So,
We know.
what kind of resolution do you have?
It's a Quad HD, which I guess is what? That's a 2K?
Yeah. That's 2,500 something by blah blah blah.
So that's 2K.
And it's on a 5.5-inch display. So it's about 328 dpi?
But just one question. Wait, do you have AMOLED or screen?
No, I don't think so.
So you have just OLED?
I think it's just OLED.
Can I just ask you something? All the smartphones have now buttons on the sides How does it feel to have the only smartphone which have buttons on the back?
Well, actually, surprisingly, it's very comfortable. I would never go back to a phone with buttons on the side. Well, maybe I would, but...
Yeah, will you go back when the next phone will come out? Are you planning on buying G4 or will you actually consider other phones?
Well, I will consider the other phones, but honestly, this is very comfortable. Every time I pull it out of the pocket, my finger just is on the buttons right away. However I pull it out.
Doesn't this button get pressed in pockets quite frequently?
No. The buttons are actually recessed, so... It's just... Yeah, I have a D-brand skin, right, which is the best thing I ever bought for the LG.
Except the first thing.
You can
Except
buy
for
it.
that
It ships from Canada for variety of phones.
And it just ships worldwide, everywhere. And it's beautiful, it has a beautiful texture, it's reliable, the cut is perfect. Seriously, if you have a phone that is on the D-brand website, then just get a skin. Recommend.
How's your camera on the phone?
The camera, 13 megapixels as well, it records 4K video, and the front facing is I think 2.1, which isn't all that great, but to be honest, I don't see a difference between this phone and this one when it comes to Surface.
Well, because usually the Surface services also they have to render the pictures. So
Plus, I think
No, but even when it's raw.
even when it's raw, yeah.
Well, raw when I...
Yeah. Just one question. During the 4K video, do you have a limit? Because, for example, on my Note 4, I have 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes, yeah.
It's 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes as well.
And you don't shoot by 4K, do you?
No, I'm not sure I do. Unfortunately.
Even yeah.
If you have anything else to discuss about LG, let's move on to Erik's phone.
Actually, I think
I had one more thing, which would be the laser focus. It's great.
I heard LG is the first one of its kind to have wireless charging.
Oh yeah,
Is that
wireless
true?
charging. Well, it's not first,
it's not
but
first.
wireless charging is pretty amazing. I mean, all I have to do when I come home is throw it onto the dock and just start charging.
And you are using the Quichi or?
Yeah, it's the Qi
Sorry.
wireless
Your
charging.
Qi.
Would you advise someone to buy this phone?
Oh, definitely.
I think all of us would.
There are no reasons why I would recommend.
Is there
someone to buy this
something bad about this phone that you...
one. I already said just this.
Just this?
That's really bugging me. Oh, and maybe the 3 layers here. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom.
We can just use it as B-roll. We can do that as B-roll. This is the ultimate phone.
I think it's not comfortable to use. It's my personal opinion.
It's the
I don't know if someone shares
biggest.
it with me.
Major thing to mention, and all of us have started with iPhones.
Yeah,
Yes, every one of us has on the
had iPhone.
Okay,
Tell us
go.
something about your phone that you really love, like the most out of all the specs, out of everything on this phone. What do you love the most?
The most, I guess, would be just the overall performance of the phone.
No, just one thing.
Okay, let's say Snapdragon 804. It's not the newest.
805.
805. Sorry, 805. 805.
So, okay, let's talk about the camera, which I guess is the best out of these 3.
Except the
It's-
front facing.
It's 16 megapixels, which is it's the best one. The one thing which it doesn't do that well is the software processing side. So that's that's the place where Samsung should really step up is the software. Just when you take a picture, it tends to over sharpen it a bit.
By over sharpen, do you mean it sharpens everything, even the background?
Even the background. So even when it has pretty good focus, focus range. But after sharpening it, the focus sort of gets lost.
Yes.
I'll ask you about the usage of S Pen. Is it really useful?
Oh, for that,
No, we don't even have to talk about it. It's a useless feature that nobody will use.
I use it.
It's taking up half the space.
It's
No, we're gonna discuss S Pen.
We're not. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
horrible.
simply horrible.
I use it.
When
Look,
do you use it?
Every person wants to know why there
Okay.
is a part.
Why is there an S Pen?
For note taking.
Do you use it regularly?
Yes. Yeah. For the design part of the Note, it's not perfect.
It's better than the Note 3.
It's better than the Note 3. It has the pretty good, I would say, the
Chamfered
metallic,
edge.
chamfered the metallic
I kind
edge.
of like the Note 3. The size is actually better. It looks
No,
more
this is
comfortable
better.
too.
No, but it looks more comfortable.
It looks
but
comfortable.
honestly, this looks.
This feels like a real phone. Note 4 and all the plastic phones sort of feel like toys.
We both have plastic.
But no, his one.
I have metal.
Well,
I have
you're
actually
one
metal.
You're one. Yeah, he has.
I have metal.
Oh yeah, I
Because the
have
back end-
brushed metal back, which really it's just
Yeah.
plastic.
It's just plastic. this actually feels like a real device. You know, the same thing. One of the pluses of iPhones is how they feel in your hand, and you feel sort of exclusivity when you touch it. And the same thing is with this one. The Fox leather has improved from the last one. They don't have the fake stitching and stuff.
You know, the stitching was what I kind of liked.
Seriously,
It gave it this.
Everybody hated it. It's
No, for me, it gave it this look of like real leather. I don't know. It just well stitching. It just
How long do you think you're gonna last with this phone?
at least 1 year for sure. I mean, this right now it isn't the best spec phone. Right now it is still the best spec phone on the market. Not from the Snapdragon side.
It actually beat Sony Xperia.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did.
Also, I just don't see being able to.
Guys, do you know there is a new feature that was introduced by a couple of companies like Sony and Samsung, the waterproof feature. Do you think that you want your next phone to be waterproof?
That's a topic for another video.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching our first video.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you watch us.
Yeah. Tell us if you would prefer us making longer videos like this one, or if you just want really short reviews which are snappy, or like this one, just us free talking about a certain topic.
Yeah, or we will also be doing videos separately on our pieces of technology.
That's what he just said.
Really? Okay, just cut.
And
We're gonna cut that out.
Just try to subscribe. We are going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon.
And our videos will hopefully be better. And if you guys subscribe and like enough, we will get better equipment.
Yeah, and maybe go to CES 2016. So
That's a big goal.
That's a big goal. Maybe like 2018, 20.
Bro, no, we can do this.